Hello class, this is Oscar Crawford, the instructor for your Christian Worldview class. Welcome to Module 4. This week we have our first extended written assignment. It is called the Family Television Review. The Family Television Review. What we're going to be doing this week is we're going to be identifying a situation comedy on TV that highlights family values and functions, and you're going to be observing and documenting the worldview of the family on the show. All right, first order of business, choose a sitcom. You probably have some experience with some sitcoms over your life, whether you watch a lot of TV now or not. If you do not watch TV, then just go to the web and put in situation comedy and let a few recommendations be made to you. But make sure that you choose a comedy. Research the internet to make sure it's a comedy, and if you choose a show that's not a comedy and write about it, you'll earn a 0 for the assignment. If you're not clear about the show that you've chosen, whether it's a comedy or not, and you can't find information on the internet, you probably haven't made a good choice, but if you'd like to consider it with me, I'll be happy to talk to you about it. Next, on what is your observation based? You must report what you have personally observed about the family that distinguishes their worldview for you. What did you see? What do you observe? What kind of activity are they involved in that suggests to you the worldview that you have chosen? Now, you've only studied 4 worldviews so far in the course. You've studied what it means to be Christian, what it means to be a naturalist, what it means to be a secular humanist, and you're studying this week what it means to be an atheistic existentialist. Make sure that you detail 3 things from your observations that qualify the worldview you have concluded is the family's worldview. Next, you're going to compare and contrast the values and actions illustrated in the program with your own view and experience regarding family. What concept or concepts of family are made evident in the television program? All right. Essentially, here you're going to be contrasting how you live out your worldview as compared to how the family in the situation comedy lives out their worldview. I want you to show me or talk to me about 2 or 3 things, preferably 3 things that you identify that you are able to compare and contrast. They can either be the same or they can be different. Whatever the observations are, make sure that you give me 2 or 3 observations that compare your family, the way you live out your family and your worldview, to the way the family in the show lives out their worldview. All right. Second part is what concepts of family, as you understand family, do you observe in the family you've chosen? Identify 3. Now, there are activities that families do together that say family. Pick out 3 that you observe in this family that do that for you. Next. Did this view of family impact your view of what a family is? All right, let's make sure that we have a clear understanding of what the word impact means. Merriam-Webster's online dictionary defines impact to mean to strike forcefully. If you take a hammer and hit someone in the head and you leave a hole in their head, that is impact. It is lasting. When a meteor enters the atmosphere and crashes into the Earth, the hole left behind from the strike against the Earth is a crater. A crater represents impact that is lasting, that is not going to go away. So as you take a look at the question, did this view of family impact your view of what a family is? What this means, what have you seen so dramatic that it is going to forever change the way you understand and view family? Make sure that you provide 3 details of how impact is observed or not observed. All right, the next section says, did this show have a positive or negative influence on your personal view of what a family is? All right, so let's understand what influence is. You're going to quickly observe that influence is different from impact in that influence is temporary. All right, and an example that I will provide you is that you hear friends talk about a new book, a new movie, or a new place to shop, such that it excites you from what they've had to share with you that you decide you want to do each of those things. You're going to go and get the new book and read it. You just have to read it because your friends were excited about it. You just have to go to the new movie because they've done the same. They've sounded excited about it. Now you want to go. You want to be able to identify with this experience. Or you want to go to a new place to shop. Your friends are excited about that. They got some really good deals. So now you have been influenced to go there. Now that's not going to be a lasting thing. This is something you're going to do for a moment and you're going to move on. You've probably heard about people who've been stopped by the police for driving under the influence. The influence was temporary, and hopefully they didn't hurt anybody in the conduct of their behavior. But influence is temporary. What have you observed that left a positive or negative influence on your personal view of what a family is from watching this situation comedy. Finally, make sure to include all the elements for this assignment as I have detailed them for you within the prescribed word count. The word count is 500 to 750 words. Do not be less than 500 words. If you exceed the word count, do not do so more than 10% of the maximum, which means don't present to me more than 825 words. 10% of 750 would be 75. All right. Prepare this assignment according to the guidelines found in the GCU Style Guide located in the Student Success Center. There you'll find these kind of additional details. I'm recommending that you use the GCU Style Guide template to produce your assignment. It will help you to make sure that you're following the format. Final notes, you have two places to turn this assignment in. Besides the assignment Dropbox, you're going to be turning it in to a Turnitin Dropbox. Now, Turnitin reviews your work for its similarity to other work. We want to make sure that you're developing your writing skills such that the content of your work is yours. Now, you may make references to other work, and you may even quote some other work, but there are standards for how much of other work you can include in your paper. Be very careful to make sure that your work is yours and that you appropriately reference and provide in-text citations where necessary when you're using or referring to other people's work. All right, so you have two places that you have to turn this part of the assignment in. Make sure that you do both. One is not enough. Last note always, if my instructions are not clear or you do not yet fully understand the expectations of what is expected of you for this assignment, make sure to call me during my regular office hours Monday through Friday from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Arizona time. I've also indicated to you that if you provide me with your work while I'm in my office on Friday, I will be pleased to review it for you and send it back to you with comments so you'll be prepared to turn your assignment in properly on Sunday night by 11:59 p.m. Arizona time. The number 602-639-6690. This is Oscar Crawford, the instructor for your Christian Worldview class.